Savage Makeup Artistries, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight I have this very vampy, did I say it right? Yes, vampy seductive makeup look for you guys. Nice cut crease with beautiful really deep reds. Bold lip, bold eyes, I just took it all the way there tonight. So yeah, I really love how this dramatic vampy makeup look turned out. You can probably also use this for this upcoming Halloween if you want to be a more glamified vampire versus the gory vampire. But other than that, I would also wear this for, a nice little evening out or, an evening formal occasion. But yeah, I really love how it turned out. Very sexy. Threw a little something on to go with my eyes. This dress is from AliExpress.com. They also have it at Rosewee.com. I love Rosewee, but they didn't carry it for plus size girls. They only went up to large. So I went on AliExpress, found the same dress, and I think I got this in an extra large. But yeah, it's the one with the really high slits on the side. I don't want to show you guys right now because I don't know, a little too much, too legendary. But I don't know if you guys want outfit details as far as me to start doing hauls where I try things on, then let me know in the description box below. But yeah, I really love how this look turned out. It's just so sexy looking. A little bit, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of beautiful Japanese woman or something. I don't know if it's the the rose red lips and the deep rose throughout the makeup, but yeah, it just turned out so beautiful. So yeah, if you guys love this look that I created tonight and want to learn how to achieve it, then please keep watching, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm beginning with grabbing my BH Studio Pro Foundation Primer, and I'm just really smoothing that in all over my face, creating a nice base to help my makeup stick to my skin, and so that you don't really notice much blemishes, because this primer also has it's a little tinted. So yeah, I really love it, and it doesn't make you look ashy or too light. It's very, very lightly tinted. So now I just grab my M.A.C Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the color NC45, and I'm just blending that all over my face, just doing my usual foundation routine. And I also like to put it on my eyelids to help, prep the eyes or create a base for eyeshadow later. And now I'm grabbing my Karity Correct and Conceal palette, and with one of the more lighter concealer shades, I'm just creating a V-like shape or triangle-like shape under my eyes. I added a little on my brow bone, above my lip, my chin, and with the excess, I just dragged it along my jawline on both sides, and I put a little on the center of my forehead to highlight those areas. Now time to contour. I love contour. Look at how it's slimmer. So yeah, I just like to dab that along my hairline and down on my cheekbones, and a little under, on the very bottom of both sides of my chin and under my jawline, and that helps push those areas back and really defines your bones, so you don't notice the extra little chip that's there. So yeah, and I'm just blending out that concealer, the lighter shade that we applied earlier, and I like to use my ring finger to get in smaller, tighter areas down the sides of my nose, around my eyes, and yeah, it just gives it a lot more natural fade, and it just, I don't know, my ring finger just works a lot better in those areas. Okay. So yeah, now with the same brush that I used to apply my foundation with earlier, I just blended out the outer perimeter of the lighter concealer, and then I just began blending out our darker contour shade. And I'm just, just making all those colors fade into each other, so you don't really notice the seams where one shade starts, so they flow a lot more naturally into one another. You don't want to walk around with no harsh lines where it looks super obvious that you've been contouring. So we want to look naturally slim. So yeah, now I'm just grabbing my Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just smoothing out those creases on my eyelids and under my eyes before I go in with my translucent powder to set those areas in. And I really like to pack it on just under my eyelid and leave it there to bake for 5 minutes. And I also did the same with the center of my forehead where we highlighted, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and just above my lip. And now to set our contour areas, I grabbed my M.A.C Mineralize Skin Finish Powder in the shade Dark, I believe. And I'm just using that to pretty much go all over my face. Trying not to focus it as much right under my eyes where we highlighted, because I want that area to still like pop and be super bright. But everywhere else, I just went over with that and blended it in. And now to set the areas that we contoured, I grabbed my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette in the, I think it's the light to medium palette. And I'm just setting all the areas that we contoured. And now again with that same brush that I used to apply that M.A.C Dark Mineralized Skin Finish Powder, I'm just blending my entire face in using that to again create the appearance that, you know, I'm naturally contoured a bit. So again, so everything flows and just looks a lot more natural in, you know, the way they just blend into one another. So now I'm just sweeping off that excess powder under my eyes and applying a little bit of my EOS lip balm. I don't know which flavor this is. It might be the strawberry one, because yeah, my lips have been a little dry. It's getting chilly outside, so I'm lipping getting tired. So yeah, now I just grabbed my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm just blending that all over my eyelids to create a base for our eyeshadow, because I want it to be really pop and vivid. Okay, so yeah, now I just picked up, this is actually supposed to be like a MAC eyeshadow palette from AliExpress or whatever. It's the 160 color eyeshadow palette, and I just grabbed those two reds there and blended it into my crease, creating some drama, and I winged it up some. So now with a darker, more berry red, I just put that in my crease, and then I'm blending that out some as well. And this will just create more definition in that crease area, so you don't want it to be so flat and one dimension. And I'm just going to continue blending that out. And with this look, guys, prepare yourself, because it is a lot of blending, I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, now with a smaller pencil brush, I'm really deepening up that crease even more with this matte black eyeshadow. And this is from the Gorgeous Palette, OPV Gorgeous Palette. And I'm just going to continue just building up that color. You want to start off with a little bit of the product and then build it up. You don't want to just go ham with that color from the beginning. So I'm just going to continue blending. My arms are getting so tired at this point, but I just blended that black out. I really want it to be just so smooth and flow so beautifully into one another. And I'm just going to keep blending. And now I applied some more of that black into my crease again to deepen it, because I just blended it out. But I really want to make sure that each color like really pops. And I want this black to stand out, girl. So yeah, I'm just blending in more towards the inner corners at this point and using a very light hand, because I don't want to fade out that black too much. We've already done enough blending. Okay. So yeah, now time to define our eyelid area and crease. And I've just grabbed some more of that NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and a flat square brush. And I'm just defining our crease. This, I know it may take some time trying to get this perfect, you know, especially if you're a beginner, but just keep practicing at it. Practice makes perfect. So yeah, I just blended out that pencil all over my eyelid and defined my crease area, and I winged it up. And now I'm applying this. It's a very pale shimmery pink from that same OPV Gorgeous Palette, and I'm just patting that all over the lid and winging that out at the inner tail. And you definitely want to use a flat brush for this. You don't want to smear that product all over the lid. And now with this more nude matte shade from that same palette, I'm just defining my brow bone, and I'm just blending that into the red eyeshadow. And now I'm grabbing my BH Studio Pro gel liner, and this is a waterproof gel liner, and I'm just lining just above my top lash line, and I'm going to wing that out, creating a very dramatic wing line. And I'm also going to add a small wing into the inner corner of my eye, creating a bit of that dramatic cat eye appearance. And I'm also using that same gel liner to drag along my waterline, and I made that line very thick. And now with that same berry red that we used earlier, I'm just creating a bit of a halo effect on my eyelid. So I put that on both sides of my eyes, towards the inner corner and towards the outer corner, just to define, just to add further dimension to that eyelid. And now I'm just cleaning up my crease a bit with that same black gel liner. I'm just going to line that crease, and then I'm just going to fade the black upwards. And now with that same matte black eyeshadow that we used earlier from the Gorgeous Palette, I just used that to set that gel in, and then I blended that up. Yes, we're back to blending. And now with a little bit of that red on my brush, again, I've just faded red into the black. Again, we just want everything to flow nicely. So now I grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and this is in that glow, I believe. And I really like to go hand with my glow even still, even though we're in the end of October. I love to be super glowified. So yeah, now I'm just grabbing my Ardell Demi lashes, Demi Wispy lashes, should I say. And I've just applied those using some, I think it's the Duo. Is it Duo? I think it's Duo Lash Glue. And that's the wand. I really like the wand. And I'll just grab my favorite mascara, and this is by L'Oreal, their Telescopic mascara. And I just applied it to my top and bottom lashes. Then I added a little bit more of that red just under my waterline and under that black eyeshadow. I just wanted some more red there, and just to get some more color down there and blend that out some. And now I grab this lip liner, and this is by M.A.C, but it's from AliExpress.com, so I don't believe it's a true M.A.C. But it's their eye and lip pencil, and this is in a very deep red. I'll list the exact name in the description box below, but I mean, it works pretty good, so I love it. And it has a matte finish, and I just line my lips with that. And now I'm grabbing this BH Color Lock matte lipstick in the shade, I think it's Dark Rose, and it's a matte lipstick from BH Cosmetics, and I just applied that to my lips. And now our look is all completed, but hold up a minute, I just needed to grab my Urban Decay's All Nighter setting spray, and I use that to set my entire face with, let it dry some, and be ready for our photo op. So yeah, I hope you guys love this makeup tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!